I couldn't crack it. Hopefully you can.
Was that the beginning of something? Or was that the end of everything?
Am I fired? You've got to snap out of it.
Tell me, when you found out, were you disappointed?
Would the old me have ever allowed that?
General Hospital preview for March 17th, 2026. At the center of the drama, Rick Lansing is on a relentless mission to prove that he is no longer the manipulative villain of years past. For decades, Rick's reputation was defined by his volatile nature and his desperate, often illegal attempts to win the approval of those around him. However, he now claims to be a reformed man. During a tense confrontation with Alexis Davis, the skepticism is palpable. Alexis, who has been on the receiving end of Rick's darkest impulses more times than she can count, isn't buying the new and improved narrative quite yet. Rick, however, offers a unique piece of evidence for his growth. He points out that the old version of himself never would have allowed her to get away with the basement incident. The fact that he isn't seeking vengeance is, in his mind, the ultimate proof of his evolution. Despite Alexis's warnings, Rick is moving full steam ahead with his plan to integrate himself back into the life of his half-brother, Sonny Corinthos. Specifically, Rick is positioning himself as the primary architect of Sonny's criminal defense strategy. This move creates an immediate and explosive ripple effect within Sonny's inner circle. Carly Spencer, ever the protector of the family interests, is expected to weigh in with heavy caution. She knows better than anyone that Rick's loyalty is often a double-edged sword. This professional pivot also leaves Diane Miller in an incredibly awkward and frustrating position. As Sonny's longtime legal eagle, Diane is used to being the final word on his legal affairs. When Sonny informs her that she isn't fired, but that she is specifically being stripped of his criminal cases in favor of Rick, the legendary attorney is left reeling. Whether Sonny is doing this to protect Diane from the mud of his darker dealings, or simply because he trusts Rick's ruthless instincts more, remains to be seen. While the legal battles brew, the romantic landscape of Port Charles is equally volatile. Carly Spencer finds herself in the hot seat when Valentin Cassadine begins a probing interrogation. Valentin, never one to let a mystery go unsolved, wants the full story regarding the rise and fall of Carly's recent entanglement with Jack Brennan. However, his curiosity isn't strictly academic. Valentin is also looking for clarity on the mutual attraction simmering between himself and Carly. He wants to know if their recent physical connection was a fleeting moment of passion or the start of a genuine, sustained fire. Elsewhere, Elizabeth Baldwin is facing a dilemma of the heart. She joins Rick for a meal that carries the heavy weight of a second date. While Rick is clearly fishing for a full-blown reunion and a chance to reclaim their shared history, Elizabeth is much more hesitant. The audience is left wondering if she will finally give in to the nostalgia or if she will be the one to pump the brakes and deliver the hard truth that some bridges are better left burned. In the shadows of the WSB and the international espionage world, Jack Brennan continues to play a dangerous game. His sit-down with Ross Cullum is a masterclass in manipulation. By bringing up the Five Poppies Resort catastrophe and a specific project he couldn't unravel, Brennan is essentially baiting a trap. He is pretending to be in the dark, hoping to goad Cullum into revealing more than he should. However, Cullum is a seasoned operative in his own right, and he clearly suspects that Brennan's ignorance is a calculated front. At the hospital, the emotional stakes take a medical turn. Stella Henry loses her patience with Portia Robinson, delivering a sharp reality check. Stella's outburst seems to stem from Portia's spiraling behavior, particularly regarding the secret of Jordan Ashford's potential pregnancy. As it turns out, the baby drama might be heading toward a surprising conclusion. When Curtis Ashford asks Jordan about her reaction to the pregnancy test results, it becomes clear that the outcome might have been negative. While Jordan admits a small part of her longed for a child with Curtis, she acknowledges the severe risks to her health and the fact that Curtis already has a complicated future ahead with Portia's impending arrival. Amidst this clarity, Portia makes a bold move of her own, possibly offering Isaiah Gannon a permanent place in her home, signaling a desire to move forward regardless of the chaos surrounding her. As these stories converge, the residents of Port Charles are forced to decide who they can trust and how much of their past they are willing to forgive. With Rick's motives under fire, Diane's role diminished, and several romances hanging by a thread, the stage is set for a week of television that fans won't soon forget.